I'm watching.
I was wondering.
Hey guys.
Hey, everybody.
Uh-oh, why can't I
Uh,
see?
oh,
Oh.
there we go. There we go.
Hey Cindy, Karen, Sarah. I bet Sarah missed us.
We're gonna see how this goes. We still have not gotten our internet fixed,
But we think we found a solution.
but we think we found a solution in the meantime.
Yeah.
My hat's flat.
We had them out here 3 times already, and they
In 3 weeks.
changed some issues. They found a couple things, changed some wires, made what they called repairs, and then
They ran new lines outside,
they did
underground, and above
from the
ground.
pole.
From the pole and from
Yeah.
under the ground.
And then Zoe was downloading our video that you saw come out yesterday, and the TV was sitting there spinning. And we're like, it's still not fixed.
It's still not fixed.
So we got some equipment
Yeah.
on Sunday, since we were not going to make it back in time for the live anyway. We made a trip and got an adapter, and we just hooked it directly in. So maybe y'all don't have to deal with any lagging and skipping and weird noises except for my accent.
If we do, then I think we'll just throw the computer in the trash.
Okay.
Because
it's Mr. Jim, Jody, Jennifer, Nana's Little Loves, Carolyn, Wanda, Sharon. Who did I miss?
Grammy. Miss Jody.
Did I miss anybody?
No, there's Grammy. We've been missing y'all. It wasn't the same having to hang out with Nick
Valerie,
by myself.
I missed Valerie and Cliff, MC, Miss Sue. Can't miss Miss Sue. She'll be down here.
She'll punch you in your face. There she is.
I didn't miss you. I was scrolling back. You were just off my screen. Whew. Y'all, we're going to have to do like a 3-hour live to tell you everything that's going on.
Oh, I can't stay awake that long.
We're not going to tell them everything that's going on anyway. No. We got video coming out.
Yeah. Not
hey, Rachel.
Or anything.
No, video will be out Friday.
It's going to be a good one because it's a big update.
It's a huge update. Sharon has said Jersey is her namesake because she's from Jersey. Mm-hmm.
So everybody, there's Token. Token, I got your letter. I was going to mention
you read that to me.
I did. I read it to you, and thank you for that. I appreciate it, and I was so excited that I got a letter and it came to me. The kids usually get it, and
oh gosh, Kathy said Facebook's been lagging on other lives today. Okay, if Facebook's lagging, it's not our fault.
That's right.
No, Sarah and Cliff, we are not really doing 3 hours. I was joking.
Wine out. She's ready.
I was kidding.
Y'all gonna do it without me because I'm gonna go to bed.
Zoe's got about 56 minutes before she falls asleep.
No, I gotta take a shower, so give me an extra 15. I can't see my
all right,
my stuff here.
What all do you want to update on? My gosh,
well,
on this farm is
Ursula.
Wide open.
There's Miss Bernadette. So
she's falling asleep already.
We have not.
Well, don't let us put you to sleep.
We have not been live since we had baby goats.
We didn't.
We have not been live since we've had baby goats.
The last video that we put out before going live was when we got all the bees. And we have even more updates about that too.
We do, because they only saw 3 bee boxes, and we have 9. My fingers didn't work.
Fingers didn't work.
We have 9 boxes of bees now, plus more coming.
Yeah.
Soon.
Now
they are all Miss Tanya's.
They did get to see the trailer full of additional bee boxes.
Did, and they've probably seen it in the background, but our video is actually only us setting up 3 of them.
Yeah.
And then
they've seen, we had it on video after we made the trip to
and over the course of that week, we've acquired 9 boxes on the property. Those are Miss Tanya's.
There are millions of bees out there.
Millions.
9 boxes and another 6 or 8 boxes on the trailer.
Yep. And but since the video, we have
Carolyn wants to know about the baby that wasn't eating, right. So we got to get a goat update.
So I was not expecting babies as soon as we had babies. We weren't quite sure because they are pygmies. So pygmies are really small. They're real short and stocky. So when they started showing, I was like, oh, we'll be fine. We've got plenty of time, you know. They showed, and
Beth said y'all are going to be busy. You and Tanya are really going to be busy.
Yeah. And so we got out there and we noticed that there was a lot of, I was going to say neighing going on. What do goats do?
You put me on the spot because I'm not sure what you call it. But it was a lot of noise. It was a lot of noise.
It was very loud. And so I said, Mackenzie, I'm going to feed them. You go on and go check. We were just filming our chores like bleep. That's it. Like we do. We
right. G&D got you.
So hey, Chrissy. So we were just filming chores like we do sometimes. And she said, there's a baby. I said, a baby? And I was like, a baby? And she said, there's babies on the ground. And I got over there and both goats had birthed, which is Belle
at one time.
Belle and Noelle. And so they had to have gotten pregnant the same day.
Well, I don't know if it has to be the same day. I don't
close.
think they're down to a day.
We did come through some.
Because you had one that had 2 and one that just had 1. So.
And I'm pretty certain that Belle, because she had Noelle, she had the 2. And then I'm fairly certain Noelle had 1, being her first.
And it was bigger.
Yeah, and so Jersey is bigger than the other 2, so you could kind of, we don't know exactly, but
we don't know for sure.
We are pretty certain that the 2 smaller ones came from one and Jersey came from the other because of the size.
Yeah.
And my goodness.
But to answer your question.
Oh yeah, sorry.
The little one that wasn't eating is 100% bouncy, jumping around, yelling, all kinds of stuff.
Oh, there's Miss Donna. Hey, Miss Donna.
I haven't seen Miss Donna in a little while.
Yes.
And she is in her new apartment.
She is. And feeling better, I hope.
There was another question.
Mm-hmm.
Have you been working on the new chicken house?
Okay, so the camper coop. Actually, I got in there. It was yesterday. I was baking all day today.
I thought you just still had it loaded.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I didn't know where to put it, but I got in there and got some of it cleaned out. Got our compost from where the goats had used it as a house, a shelter. At one point, I got it cleaned out some, but that's going to be my plan this week, is I can work on that during the day while Rhett's playing. But I had some baking to do today, so I didn't get to do that.
Yeah, you had a lot of baking to get done today.
But I got some more to do tomorrow.
Are we going to tell them the baby goat names now or wait for the video?
I thought it already came out.
Not that part.
Uh-huh.
That's in the part I've got for the video, this next video.
Oh.
I think.
I thought we told them. Well, we can tell them. She knows it's Jersey, so how?
Oh, yeah, I guess so. I guess we did have it. I thought I still had it loaded. I was like, golly. But, well, I have not had a comment from Jim on the names. So I was thrown off. But she
Oh.
did say Jersey, so that makes sense.
So we were sticking with J names because we've got Jack and Jill, who is with, which is
Jody, it's running together. I can't remember what we put out what we had.
I know, it's crazy. So there's Jersey.
Oh, Sarah's making bread pudding.
I know that sounds really good.
I love bread pudding.
Hey, Martha. Jersey, yeah, Jane for G.I. Jane.
Jane is the one. Well, see, and with somebody asking how the one that wasn't eating going on, I forgot all about us updating on those babies.
Mm-hmm. G.I.
Sure
Jane.
did.
And then the boy
G.I. Jane is the one that wasn't eating, and that little sucker.
They just bounce all over the place.
Yeah.
It's so fun to watch them. And then Jasper.
Yes.
Yes. So we should be done for a while with babies. We had 3 born. Miss Lynn's asking how many babies. So we had 3 born a week ago.
We did. And then we had.
So far this year, we've had 5.
No. We've had.
This year.
Yeah, but we had 2 from Daisy.
Mm-hmm.
And we got the other 2 little boys from Gypsy.
Reese Cup.
No. Gypsy had the 2 babies. Reese Cup had Chester.
Oh, that's right. But Chester was not this year.
Chester was.
Okay. So we've had.
Chester
7.
was around Thanksgiving, maybe?
I don't remember.
Before.
So we've had 7 babies born in 2023. Token said, do all goat types carry their babies the same amount of time in the womb?
I have no idea.
I have no idea. Because we're not real good at that goat farming because this is the
we're not real good with any kind of farming.
This is the second time we walked out and there's goats.
Yeah, because we don't know when they were going to have them.
Well, now...
So we have had 7 so far this year, and that should be all.
For this year. I mean, I tried to stay on top of Daisy, and I probably forced her into labor because I stayed watching her, checking her tail end over and over and over, and whew, yes, Jane does have beautiful markings. The boy does too. He's got like these little ghost spots.
Yeah, but I love the fact she looks like she's camouflaged.
She does. It's not even white. It's the gray. It's like salt and pepper where she's supposed to be white. I wish I did have an answer for you. I'm not quite sure though about carrying. I would assume that
I would think it's probably close.
It's probably close. Pygmies probably won't carry as long because their babies don't get as big.
I don't know. I honestly do not.
But I would think it's it's like hatching eggs to me. It's like chicken eggs, smaller, don't take as long as duck eggs or goose eggs, but it's only like a week difference.
Mr. Jim, Gus's mom is Gypsy.
Mm-hmm. Our big black.
She had Gus and peanut butter.
Yes. Gus, and peanut butter. And that's why peanut butter looks so much like Reese Cup.
Yeah.
Because same mom.
Right. So I don't know. May have to do some research on how long goats gestation period is because I don't have a clue. 41 baby goats in the last week.
My head's been itching.
Holy cow.
That's a lot. But they probably got all their kidding for the year done at one time.
Yeah, I would think so. They're probably timing it out because we're not.
Miss Donna says
we're not really controlling that
to
yet.
155 days, depending on the breed of goat.
Wow. So that'll be pretty close, but
yeah. Which, the daddy of the 2 that just had them is one of the goats that we rehomed.
That's right. Cliff, you would be surprised how many questions I asked Jason.
Yeah.
I really do. I bounce all sorts of things off Jason. Questions, ideas, sometimes just a random update.
Miss Rhonda said, "Yeah, they do time it. They made at a certain time. The goats, that is."
Yeah, and that's where we're moving to.
Right, we're working toward that.
I still want to know, since Cliff has kind of claimed pigs, and Jim claimed goats, and I need to know what he thinks about all those J names.
Yeah. Because you didn't take any of his suggestions.
Well, we saw the suggestions after they were named.
That's right, we did. He just didn't know we had already picked some.
So. No, not at the time.
Look, J names, and you didn't even pick Jim instead of Jasper.
He did not want a goat named after him. The only person that has asked that an animal be named after them was Aunt Lucy. And of all things, she wanted a pig named after her. And I would not have done that had she not requested it. Now, we did name the peahen Brooke, but...
Oh, excuse me.
Sarah, they... yeah.
I texted
it was only 2, though.
Checking on it. Yes, they are. Brooke is a true lover and rescuer for those pups, Rocky and Bandit. They sure are. I checked on Rocky the other night because I was crying over his video. I said, Brooke, he's got me crying. I need to know how he's doing.
Well, Sharon pointed out she's got one named after her. She does. I just didn't know it at the time.
That's right.
And what was so weird, and I had to make sure, I was like, if Zoe says on the video that this little goat is named Jersey because it looks like a cow, somebody's going to point out that jerseys are not black and white.
I wanted to call it.
So I had to make sure.
Actually, you know what I wanted to call it?
What?
Mimi. Do you want to know why?
Why?
No, just hang with me here.
Here comes a Zoeism.
No.
Yes, Mr. Jim, I have a spreadsheet of who gave birth to who. Yeah. And when. But I don't have it in front of me, so I have to just kind of guess at it.
Well, because Mimi wore muumuus.
You're way reaching.
You know who I'm talking about, don't you?
On Drew Carey?
Yes, on the Drew Carey
show. You are way reaching.
And wearing the muumuus made me think of the cow. The goat that looks like a cow. So I was like, Mimi.
You're reaching.
Well, I mean, a little bit, but I liked it. Sarah's waiting on a baby Sarah.
Which animal are you going to name Sarah? You know, naming animals after people could be offensive. Depending on the animal, unless they request
like I told you guys, my daddy had a
She likes my coffee cup.
You hear me?
What?
Like I've told him, my daddy had a pig named Becky.
Yeah, but
Becky's my mama's name, and they're still they were married until he died.
That's terrible. Rhett is doing great with his baseball for the 4-year-old team. They are just 4-year-olds, but he is doing very well at it.
He really is. He likes it sometimes, and he gets out there and dances on the
I'm
base.
not repeating MC's comment, but she wants a donkey name.
I was born, but my mom's dog. That's cute. Moo moo, mama, mau mau, mama.
Oh gosh.
You can name any of the babies after me. You can name a big fat hen after me, not the one you're going to eat.
Well, any of our layers are safe from being eaten.
You know what? If we have a girl goose, I want to name her Miss Sue. I've got a Eugenie the turkey. A Miss Sue would fit for.
That would be fine.
You know what it reminds me of? Of them geese that have the blue bonnet and the blue apron. I could have one named Miss Sue.
Okay.
I think that would be cute.
You only have 2 of your geese even named.
That's because.
And one of them was already named.
Yeah, Spot. And then Stuart, because I hatched him.
Yeah.
But I got 4 in there due to hatch any day now.
Yeah.
And maybe I'll name one of them Miss Sue.
That'll work. I'll be fine with
Just
that.
get me a whole slew of followers because the goats. I mean, because geese follow you. They follow me everywhere. They could be names of our following.
Okay then.
Look at me. I'm busy this week.
She got 2 turkeys this week. G&G.
Oh, did you get the turkeys that? Did you get texted about turkeys, G&G? Just asking because I knew that you were going to be asked about some turkeys. Hey, Miss Tammy. Stuart needs a woman named Sarah. Stuart needs a woman, period.
He does.
Yes. She got the ones that were texted about. Everybody's having baby goats, cows, and chickens. Me, I can't have any animal babies, but I can get farm tools. Problem is, I can't get my tiller delivered. The company never sent it out for shipment. Oh, goodness gracious. I would be canceling that.
Yeah, I would be pretty upset if I was waiting on a tiller and it didn't. It's time for tilling.
Mm.
I mean, it's time.
Yeah.
It's time to get it in there.
Yep. Yeah, all our little chestnuts.
And we have done that.
So you want to tell them what you was doing before you came home?
No.
Why?
No, tell them.
Why? Why?
Because
that takes half my notes away. Look, half my notes right there. Stuart is wonderful. He's just pissed. If I've been down to talk to usually Eugenie, I get down and kind of just kneel down beside her, and she comes and sits at my feet, and Stuart likes to try to climb on my back.
Oh gosh,
Miss Rhonda, I hate that for you. So Lynn said, what different animals do you have on the farm?
Go on through that list, Zoe.
So we have Pixie Dixie and Mary, the donkeys. Oh, she took treats from me today.
Did she?
Pixie Dixie did. And then we have our big...
No, Cliff, we don't go by the notes. It doesn't do a bit of good.
I try to make some, but...
We try to make some in case y'all are being quiet, but...
And then we've got our big pigs, which is Henry, Gertrude, Ellie, Penelope, and Peggy. Then we have a slew of goats now.
Bunch of goats. We've got geese, turkeys, ducks, chickens, a peacock, a peahen.
I need a peacock.
And am I missing anything else?
All the baby pigs.
Yeah, all the baby pigs. What few? Well, we've got a few baby pigs.
We've got 8.
Is it 8?
Yeah.
Okay.
We have 8 left. We have 3 that could potentially be rehomed.
Yeah.
And 5 we're keeping for now.
Yeah. But we may just grow out those other 3 too.
But we have all of our chickens here at our house.
Sarah, if I could figure out how to just let y'all talk instead of having to type everything, we would just sit here for the live.
That's
we
right.
wouldn't even have to say anything.
But I am about to fill my incubators. I decided, and the puppies hiding.
Oh gosh,
Holly, and then we got Bandit here at home.
And Bandit goes to the farm when we go.
3 kids.
So thank you, Kim. We did almost forget something.
I know it.
And that's a really important part. Heidi and Holly are super important to the farm.
They really are. They keep things running. But, what was I just saying?
I don't know.
Anyway, we were talking about the camper coop a while ago, and it's not too much left to do with it. I know that the video just showed us moving it. We had to move it from where it was.
Aesthetics. because it
Yes.
looks like crap. It would
Yeah,
take a lot to.
it's been through a lot, and we just need to frame up the back of it and then put some doors on it.
Yeah.
And I want to take the windows out, but I was looking at it with Tanya yesterday, and if we leave those little flip up windows, leave those there,
Mm-hmm.
and then I might put mesh over the other two windows, that would work good.
Yeah.
And that way we can close it off some when it's cooler.
Sarah, she is filling up incubators.
I am. So right now I have 4 goose eggs that are due to hatch any day now. And so as soon as those either hatch or don't, I'm going to give them till the end of the weekend. If they hatch or don't, I'm going to refill it, and I have a new incubator. I'm going to fill all that with chicken eggs. One of them is going to be solely chicken eggs, and the other one is going to have some chicken, some ducks, and geese eggs.
And 1 turkey egg.
And 1 turkey egg. And I'll keep adding turkey eggs if I find some more, because we've started getting turkey eggs.
You got a turkey egg today.
So if you saw in our video, we moved our animals where they're in a hard pen. We've never put our birds in a hard pen. They've always been in that netting. But Heidi has found the love of eggs.
Yeah.
And she would jump over the netting fence.
Bye, Miss Donna.
And hey,
she's going to bed.
I'll be right behind you. But Heidi has found the love for eggs, and so she beats me to them every day. And I told Nick, I said, goose laying season is not long.
It's short.
It's a short season. And so I said, let's put them inside some hard fencing for now, just temporarily, because we have to move them too much to be putting all those posts. Yeah, we can't move hard
panels every time.
Ooh, it gets to be a lot. And I'm glad we did, because we are getting eggs again. Goose eggs, goose eggs, duck eggs, and we got our first turkey egg. So and
it's spring, so it's just now time for her to start layings.
And that makes me happy, because I knew that was the right decision when that happened.
Yeah. Jim wants to know what color you're going to paint the coop.
I am thinking of sky blue.
Oh, the whole thing?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Goodness, that sucker's going to stand out.
Yeah.
Middle of the pasture, big sky blue blob.
Against, well, Token said pink, or a coral pink color. It'd look real pretty against that blue sky and that bright green grass that's going to be out there.
Ooh, that's going to be something.
And we'll put our logo on the side of it. I think it's going to be fantastic.
Speaking of turkeys.
What about turkeys?
Zoe had a new Zoeism today.
Oh, gosh.
Did you get your reel made?
I did.
If y'all have not seen the reel yet, she was focusing. I just put it
out, right before I got on here.
She was focusing on one of the tom turkeys.
Oh, so
Waddle.
Is that what they're called?
Waddle.
Okay, yeah. Well, let me explain here.
Zoe calls it the hangy.
Well, let me explain it. I kept telling Nick that one of our turkeys, I thought it was a girl. I was like, it's not always fluffed up, but sometimes it is. But we caught it the other day. It was fluffed up, and its nose thingy was hanging way down.
The hangy.
Well, then we turned around and turned back around, and its nose hangy was back up here. And today I caught it on video. That is so weird. Because the thing, it gets real long, and then it gets short.
His nose hangy.
That's exactly, it's a hangy.
It's
y'all
a
know
waddle.
It's the thing that's right there on them. It was just weird. Watch it. Every time he'd fluff up, that thing would just fall down off his face, and then he bent down to eat, and it sucks back up in his nose.
His hangy down.
Yeah. His hangy shrunk.
Y'all, well, I'm
mean,
keeping a list of Zoeisms so we can put them on a shirt. Oh, speaking of shirts,
what?
Zoe's been working on the shirt designs.
I have. With white trim around the doors and windows. That's right. A mobile chicken cottage, she said it.
Go for it.
I think it'll be beautiful. I do want to paint the trim, and we'll put our logo on there somewhere.
Okay. I'm gonna run around like Daniel said. I'm gonna run around putting stickers on all my feeders and everything.
But then it's tax deductible because it's a business expense.
Whatever.
I mean, it is.
You want to talk about a little growth this week?
You got a growth?
No, we had some growth this week.
Oh, I'll say we'll go.
We
get
hit
it checked.
some numbers this week.
Oh, we did. She
As
said
a
she
matter of
always
fact-
called that red thing on a turkey a gobble gobble.
That's close enough.
I know exactly
That
what
could
you
be
mean.
another. That's a Valerieism.
And gobble gobble. And go,
Are you going to update or you want me to do
no,
it?
go ahead.
They don't give you like an announcement for it, but we're going to tell y'all. Facebook has been showing out. We hit 3,000.
Mm-hmm.
And I know that's not a lot in the grand scheme of things, but for us, it is.
It is.
It's a big number. We hit 3,000 followers on Facebook, and just tonight hit 3,200 on YouTube.
That's right.
That's huge for us.
And Facebook, we have a lot of people who like our page.
Carolyn.
We have a lot of people who like
She's
our
throwing
page.
stuff in there like Sarah trying to add to the list. She's talking about making a freeze dryer attached to those.
It's true. I could. So, like I was saying, like on Facebook, we have a liking, but you have to click follow for it to count.
That's right.
And so our likes are a lot higher than our follows. And the follows is what matters.
That's right. And it hit today.
It did. So next is 5,000.
I'm going for 5,000 on both of them.
That's right.
Facebook is catching YouTube.
It is.
That's terrible.
Mm-hmm.
I don't guess it's terrible. It's a
wonderful.
lot farther to go on Facebook.
It is.
We got to get to 10,000. But whew, Julie just threw it out there. I needed to. There was one more thing I forgot. Beth, are you still on here?
Oh, that's right.
I got a message. I had no idea that I knew Beth's niece.
That's right. It's been
So,
a few minutes.
I don't know if she's still on here or not, but your niece sent me a message to let me know who she got an order from. There she is.
There she is.
I had no idea. And I was like, well, who is your aunt? And she told me, and I see Beth on our lives all the time.
Yeah.
She comments on YouTube.
She like
She
my
got your
cream pie.
oatmeal cream pies.
Yep.
She is married to a longtime friend of mine.
From Pool Hall.
That's right.
Yep. Valerie said she's like me. She has a lot of isms. Just ask her husband.
Well, you'll have to make sure you get one of Zoe's t-shirts. So I wanted to,
yes,
before I forget, and y'all make sure you send them.
Oh, so it's a snood. The wattle is under the chin. The skin that extends from the top of their beak is called a snood.
Baby.
Huh?
Under the chin is called caruncles.
Crunkles?
Caruncles. It's the same name as if you have a prominent pink thing in the corner of your eye. It is. The little things here, and that may have a different name. I don't know. But you got the things here that are definitely wattles. But that may have a different name.
She's
Maybe
saying
a
it's a
snood.
What?
I don't know.
It's
I've never heard
weird
snood,
about
but
is
I have heard wattles.
Our other two are real red, and theirs don't go up and down. And if you ever notice, they're always fluffed.
I wonder what causes that to go up and down. I'm not a turkey expert.
Well, if you notice, his face is always blue, like an ice blue. His face is always like this ice blue, and he's the only one who
That's
shrinks
true.
and goes up and down.
That's true.
Sounds like a crabby uncle, Uncle Crunkles.
That'll work. Whatever.
That's funny. The waddle. Is that the beard-looking item?
No, they do have a beard.
They have a beard.
The
It's black.
waddles are like right here, and I'm gonna have to look it up and see.
Telling the girls he is interested, or telling you he is mad. He's probably
There may be
interested.
some truth to that.
He's probably interested.
There may be some truth to that, Martha. I'm going to look that up. I'm going to look up some.
Because
find out
when
why.
He's the only one though. When
she may have already looked it up. Maybe
when
she
his
may be
feathers,
trying to tell me.
you know, when he goes like this and he relaxes, his feathers all go down. That thing shrinks up. But the other two, it's like they never relax. It's like they're always high strung and their feathers always fluffed up real big. No matter what, like when we got there last night.
That's just because of noise. They're not always strutting. They will stop.
Well, the other two I have been strutting.
They start strutting because the geese are making all that racket.
And they're trying to scare
and they
stuff
start
away.
No, they start strutting and gobbling. It's the same when we used to locate gobblers turkey hunting. We'd use like an owl call to make any kind of noise to make a turkey gobble.
Yeah. That's how I do it.
Even that thing you try to do.
Thank you, Nana. She said she went and followed us. Waddle is throat skin from the throat. Like mine.
No.
Yes, it is. You don't have to lie to me. You love me. The snood hangs off.
There we go.
Top.
She's got it
Miss
confirmed.
Martha was right.
A snood.
It's that thing right there. Because see,
we should always go to Google and find out.
You won't let me Google in a live.
No, you do not need to Google during the live. They'll Google and tell you.
It's right there. And it's so weird because it's short and fat. And then when it grows, it gets long and thin. And then it sucks back up in there and it's short and fat.
Are you done?
I guess. I'm just fascinated by it because I saw it today, like I videoed it. And y'all can watch it if you see my short for today. You can see it too.
I haven't even seen the reel yet.
It's called the snood. It's Spitz color. Can be ice blue, white, or gray.
I don't even know what color it is. I think it's kind of red.
I don't know. Uncle Crunkle and Auntie Snood.
But I had something. I had something serious I needed to say before we forget.
Okay.
Because sometimes we forget.
Okay.
To make sure if they have any prayer requests to send them, because we did get one.
We got a couple today.
Yes, we sure did.
Mm-hmm.
We got one from Miss Dawn.
Mm-hmm.
But one of our regular family on here, male 49ers, has some appointments tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
And we just need to pray for some good results.
That's right. Yeah.
And I promised her we would have that on there, so I did not want to forget, and I've got it marked in my phone so I don't forget, but still, I didn't want us to get to the end and be talking about something else and just forget. Another reminder, April 22nd.
Yes.
What's April 22nd, Zoe?
Petals from the Past.
Antiques in the Garden.
Antiques in the Garden, along with a YouTuber's Homesteaders meet and greet.
The Alabama.
Mm-hmm.
Homesteaders YouTube. Or Alabama YouTubers meet up. Because they're not all homesteaders.
Yes.
Not since the new list.
Yes.
Is that one a homesteader?
It is called.
Is that what they're calling it?
Yeah. Alabama Homesteaders YouTube meet and greet.
Okay. Well, I didn't know if that one, that new one
I think she's considered that.
Okay. So, I'm going to give a quick update on the list. Naturally, got Cog Hill.
Yeah, because it's grown a little bit.
Yep. Just Dig It, Head Family Farm, Big Family Small Farm, it's Wes and Angie. Simply Lake and Lace,
Uh-huh.
Little Cahaba Junkin,
Yeah.
Perry Hills Farms, A&W Mini Farms, and finally Home in Bama.
Mm-hmm.
And then us.
And us. That's
And
right.
us.
Yeah.
The list has grown by a couple more.
It has.
And there may still be somebody added by then, but
Mm-hmm.
April 22nd at Pedals from the Past.
Mm-hmm.
Not to mention the fact that you get to go
To pedals.
to Pedals from the Past.
And it was in full bloom last year. Like it was so
was.
pretty and it was a nice day.
And
Tonight
Jim,
is brought to you by Turkey Education. See?
I did not go live from Pedals because we didn't go.
We did not. We decided that, well, Saturday
we didn't go yet.
Saturday
Jim.
ended up being a crazy day for us anyway.
It did.
We had AT&T coming. We had B work to do.
You had both
boys
had baseball.
Practice. Yes, and you were working at the farm, and all that was before lunchtime.
All of it.
And so we decided that we weren't quite ready for plants or trees yet, and there was no
we're
sense.
ready. We just didn't go shopping for them.
Yeah, right. So,
but Jim, when we go, I will go live because I've still got it on my list to do. I've got to take Zoe to Pedals, and I've got to get my fruit trees.
I want to get some rose bushes.
I got on a roll building boxes last Saturday.
I cannot wait for you guys to see all that.
Y'all.
It's going to be amazing. I was telling you guys when we first started working on this potager that I have a big plan and I have it on paper and I have this dream, but I would be content with just doing the first third and then we can grow with it. Nick said, I'm just going to go ahead and do it all. So he is just pumping out all the boxes he can. And I have what, 8 now? 7. 6. Have 6
You have
boxes.
6 completed and a trailer loaded down with lumber that we had cut to finish out the other 18 of Zoe's boxes.
The big boxes.
There are 24 big beds. Big raised beds.
Yes.
Anywhere from 4x6 to 10x4.
Not 4x6.
Yeah.
2x4s.
Well, I forgot about those small ones. You did have some 2x4s, but there's 4 4x6s.
Yeah.
And then a dozen that's 10x4.
Yep.
And some L-shaped and everything else. I have a trailer loaded down with lumber that I had someone local that has a sawmill make her so that we got the sizes we needed.
And it's beautiful.
And the whole trailer is just pulled up next to the garden. Ready. And I was teasing. Zoe wanted me to tell you what I was doing until right before this.
So not only yesterday did we go get all the lumber.
We went in the evening and got the lumber, but you had a delivery that morning.
I had 20 tons.
20 tons.
20 tons of pea gravel delivered yesterday. Y'all,
so
it's getting real.
Mr. Greg, that y'all have all heard of,
guy.
that built the road and the house site and pond and all that. He was like a full-time employee for Cog Hill for a while.
He's wonderful.
He brought 20 tons of pea gravel. So when I got off work, I drove straight to the farm, jumped on the tractor, and started spreading. And Zoe left to come home and cook dinner and get ready for the live. And I turned on the headlights and kept going and got it about halfway done.
We've got one piece of tarp that kept flying off, and so
that tarp's not moving anymore because that sucker's got some weight on it.
Yeah. Mr. Greg is fantastic. He is an awesome guy.
I called him to see, and he said, I can get it to you by Tuesday. I said, that will work. and he hooked me up with a price, and I felt like it was reasonable. I checked a couple other places, and he was actually bringing me double the amount for just slightly more than the other prices.
Mm-hmm.
The other prices I got was going to be about 10 tons, and it was just a little bit less than what he was bringing 20 tons for.
Mm-hmm.
So he backed that big triaxle up and dumped it right there on the tarps, and I started spreading. So we are getting close.
So now we just got to get it all, his hungry things, shrinkies. She wants to
Carolyn, I don't know if we can put that on a shirt.
A shrinky hangy thing.
I don't know if we can put that on a shirt, Carolyn.
So I'm so excited. So now Nick's been moving the rock in different places so that he'll be able to drive back and forth and start smoothing it and scraping it.
I won't even do that with a tractor. I'll do that with a rake.
And then we'll just take the beds. We moved them off the tarp because they were holding the tarps down. Y'all know the deals we've been having with those tarps in the wind. And so I'm so excited. And
that's why I stayed so late, because we've got a chance of some storms moving through later tonight. So I wanted to get as much on there as possible. So I started throwing it out there, just a bucket load at a time, running back and forth until way after dark. It was about 7.
It was dark when I left, yeah. And it's gonna be wonderful. And and it's the tan rocks. Right? They're brown, and then putting our wooden beds on the it's just gonna be fantastic. I'm so excited.
Do you know Sherry said Mr. Greg needs to be on video. Do you know I think I saw him on a couple of Cog Hills videos, and it was always way off in the distance. And we've got like the back of his dump truck.
I think I got a little bit. I didn't want to.
I don't know if anybody's ever put it. He may not want to be.
Well, I didn't want to You
would have to ask first.
I did film him dumping it and pulling in, but I didn't want to just stick a camera in his face.
Yeah, you don't want to do that. You don't know how people feel about that. I just
propped it up where you couldn't see a whole lot.
Candy, we did not. We got a lot of wind. But not anything like y'all had in North Alabama. North Alabama got some heavy straight line winds. But
Carolyn said it's like the neighbor on Tim the Tool Man. That's
you
exactly.
Just say from here
up. You know what? You know it's funny. That's who he reminds me of. He told Rhett. I told you this in the truck yesterday. Rhett was first thing he did went to climbing on them
naturally
rocks.
Went straight to the rock pile.
Mr. Greg said, "You gonna have them rocks strode from here to yonder before your daddy gets home." I said, "You know he is. We ain't gonna have but half the pile left." He went, "Hee hee," and that just tickled me because that just showed his personality. He was just playful. He was joyful.
He was very nice on the phone.
Yeah.
Pretty much told me. He's like, I've got to check my prices, but it's probably going to be, and he gave me a range, and it was what he said it was going to be.
Wonderful guy.
So, we are getting prepared. Y'all get to see some of it on Friday, and then I hope the next video is going to be a walkthrough. I really hope so.
Yeah, we'll have.
I'm going to give it all I've got Saturday and Monday to make that happen to where it's a walkthrough.
Right now, we're just.
I can't swear I'm gonna make it.
Well, all I want is to get the rock on the tarp for the end of this video.
We're gonna get it done.
Kind of see where we are, and then maybe the next one we ain't gonna be able to fill all them boxes right away. I don't see that happening.
Not filling them. Well, yeah. I mean, it won't be right away, but you'll be able to do a walkthrough of your beds.
Yes. I'm just saying filling.
I mean, they're not going to be planted. All your seeds are not in.
Right.
She just did a big house order today.
Yeah.
So, but we'll start filling beds and
It's gonna be awesome.
Hopefully,
We've got,
hopefully, right
still,
around Easter, we'll get everything
I
planted.
mean, and even when we do a walkthrough, we've still got fencing to put up. There's so much more
all
to
that can
it
wait. Yeah,
that we've got to get done.
I've got to put edging all the way around the tarp to hold the gravel in.
Yeah,
but we can get to the point of a walkthrough.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you can definitely get a picture of it when we do a walkthrough.
You're making all them yawn too.
I am so sorry. I'm just tired. I've
I
had
told
a long
y'all.
day.
I told y'all that's all you had. No, this is Zoe every day.
I'm tired.
Every
I had a long day.
Every day. She ain't had no long day.
I
She been
did.
at home baking.
That works. That works. My brain is tired.
She's been at home baking, and she gonna yawn at 9 o'clock. If she had sat in a recliner all day, she'd be yawning at 9 o'clock.
Yeah, but that don't happen.
No, it's not gonna happen. But you still would.
I wonder if I might be wide open. Maybe I need to sit in a recliner all day and see if it lets me stay awake longer.
It definitely would not.
I need to try that. I need to try sitting.
You go
in the
give
recliner.
it a shot.
I'll give it a shot. I'll take one for the team.
She's gonna do some research.
Yeah. Tennessee had it bad. 80 miles per hour winds in Clarksville busted their gas line at work. So many trees down.
I saw that, and it went on further north, but it came down almost to Birmingham, I think is what I saw. But we had high wind, but it was nothing like the straight line winds they were dealing with. They were dealing with a lot. So,
Miss Sharon, good night, Mr. Jim.
No, Cliff, I didn't get any cornbread today.
Miss Sharon said I wear a lot of hats and I work hard as you do.
No, that's not what she said. You swapped your words around.
That's what she meant. Kathy just had a 4-hour nap, and I'm so jealous. I would not be able to sit that long. Be able to sit that still that long.
What?
She said I wouldn't be able to sit still that long in a recliner. I would not.
I agree. Sharon says we need more likes. We need some folks on that like button.
That's right.
I mean, it's almost time to wrap up. We got to get some likes on the page.
Like Rhett says, give us a thumbs up.
Dude, I had so many questions about him on that video talking about his fans. Somebody asked, did he know he was famous? I said, he thinks he's famous.
He thinks he has 100,000 million subscribers. And it's just, the people we got it from, I mean, they watch us sometimes, but it's not, she posted it on Facebook as, I have these ride-on toys for free. Anybody want one? And I said, that'd be perfect for Rhett to have at the farm.
Yeah.
So I said, look what she gave you, Rhett. And she likes to watch my videos.
And Zoe said, what about she's just a nice person? And he said, she's a fan. And I was not about to edit that part out.
Oh my gosh. I'm thinking Miss Susanna's going to watch this and think I'm crazy because she's.
Well, Rhett will tell you he's got like 100,000.
That's what I'm saying. 100,000 million.
He'll tell you.
There's lots of zeros after his one. Portia said that she's got to do something all the time. I mean, even when we're just sitting there, we're doing something.
You just about have to.
Yeah. Even if I'm sitting down.
If you finally get to sit down, is when you've got to do all the planning for the other stuff.
Yeah, that's when you're doing you're usually editing and we fold laundry. She said
Madison was still out of power on Monday.
Oh my goodness.
Well, y'all, this lumber that Zoe has now, I forgot to tell them where it came from. The tornadoes that came through our area, Selma through our area, and on in toward Lake Martin, He got them from a place in Lake Martin. There are pine trees that were 30 something inches in diameter
Yeah, I could
that
not.
were taken down in that storm. And I was like, I can't even imagine how much lumber comes out of those.
Mhm.
And he said, well, your stack came out of one tree and just a little bit of another.
Yeah.
We had 50 1x10s cut 12 foot long, and he got them out of just over one tree.
Yeah. Yes. One
That's
tree.
a lot.
50 1-inch boards came out of one
No,
tree.
Rhonda, the thumb button works.
Miss Sherry said we have a Chick-fil-A here.
Absolutely. That's God's chicken. Why would we
do
not have it in the Bible
Chick-fil-A
Belt?
here.
Oh, not in Clanton, but we have it close by.
We do. We have it in all of the cities around
Everywhere
us.
around us, we can go get it.
We can. She said plans come together in and during my naps often. Mm-hmm.
Zoe ain't thinking nothing during her nap. I don't care what she says. Zoe ain't thinking nothing.
My favorite thing is to make Chance go to bed. Rhett goes and does whatever Rhett does.
And Zoe turns on something and says, I'm going to watch one episode.
And then I find a blanket.
She's gone.
I have a pile.
She ain't watched one episode of anything.
I have a whole pile over there of blankets. And I find the fuzzy one and I put it on and I lean back just a little bit. Not like all the way, just a little bit. And watch some TV and fall asleep. Because it gets quiet and it's just lovely. We do have a Whataburger. Now Whataburger is, we have a really good
But that's
Whataburger.
not
Miss Joyce
Chick-fil-A.
said at least we have a Whataburger. Sarah, we have lots of chicken and lots of Mexican here.
We have plenty of Mexican restaurants. They're everywhere.
Yeah. Bread pudding is done. What kind of bread pudding is it? Just there's all kind of flavors.
I love the white chocolate bread pudding. Where is that restaurant that has it? I cannot remember which place had it. It's locally.
Oh, is it Bertoloni's?
No.
It was not Bertoloni's?
Mm-mm. I cannot remember which place had it around us, but they had white chocolate bread pudding, and it was amazing.
Miss Sue said, I told you remind me of my daughter. I went to pick her up 2 days ago at 10:30, and she was still in bed.
Now, Zoe does not sleep late.
That's probably why
she used to.
Yeah.
Zoe used to. When we first got together, that's all she did was sleep. She still got sleepy at the same time, but she didn't get up either.
But I didn't have a farm then.
That's right.
I will get up now and I'll about pester Nick about we got to go to the farm. Yeah. Nick said, I just need to drink my cup of coffee and I'll already be dressed and be walking around.
I just want to be left alone. And you know what? This past week, I had my coffee and I went ahead to get dressed. And she said, you wasn't even going to tell me you was getting ready? Zoe, I figured you'd get up and get dressed when you got ready to. You wasn't even going to tell me you was leaving? Well, yeah, I was going to tell you I was leaving.
I said, I was trying not to rush you or pressure
and
you.
She didn't rush
say
me.
Anything.
I just got up, got dressed, getting ready to go to the farm.
I said, you're just going to walk out and leave, and I'm still just waiting on you to finish your doings.
What'd she say? Rhett does love Lamborghinis.
Yeah,
he got them for Christmas.
He still loves Lamborghinis.
He had one that we opened on a video.
He did from Miss Julie.
Yeah.
He loves Lamborghinis. He really loves monster trucks.
He wants a monster truck. God.
Monster trucks. And what else is it he's all into? Knows? Anything with big wheels.
Who knows? He's such a little redneck.
He's just a little country boy. He loves to watch video games being played on YouTube.
So weird to me. Watch somebody else play video games. That's just odd. But I guess we expect people to watch us work. That's pretty stupid too.
Yeah.
Which one?
Monster trucks. He likes the
Gravedigger.
Gravedigger.
Yeah,
He loves
I forgot
Gravedigger.
about that.
And he likes the one that looks like a shark.
Carolyn says he has a surprise coming tomorrow from one of his followers. Well, you'll have to video him because he'll be talking about it. It's one of his fans.
Yeah, one of his fans. He's so silly. We had the monster trucks here last week, and I can hear them from my house.
Yeah, and I do. I find the Monster Jam shows where they do the videos and they'll put them on YouTube.
Bye,
and I'll
Miss
let
Jody.
him
Have a good day at work.
let him watch them. Bye, Jody. We need to go too.
Well, I guess so.
Grammy loved him in his PJs.
He did not want to get dressed, and I was not going to fight that.
Hey, fight. Renee. We're wrapping up, but you made it before we got out of here.
We wanted
that was not a battle that Zoe wanted to fight, so she just let him do it.
Yeah. But we wanted to take him to Monster Jam, but he enjoys watching them on TV, and I think we might try to take him next year.
I don't think he would have been prepared for the noise.
I think it would have been too much. We'll probably have to do headphones, earphones, whatever it is next year. Oh, gosh.
MC, we gave a little small T-ball update, just that he's doing well at it.
They have opening day next weekend.
Yeah, next Saturday can't be Daddy's work on the farm day. He's got opening day.
He's got pictures at 8:30. Chance has his game at 10:30, so at some point he'll have pictures before that. Rhett has pictures at has his game at 1:30. I've got to go in. Grammy, I saw Grammy's on here. I've got to go in, and I'm going.
Bye, Carolyn.
I have I have both of their schedules, but it's got like everybody in the league on it. So I'm going to take it and break it down and make us a list of just Rhett and Chance's, and then I'll send it to you. I might go live for Rhett's game. That would be fun. You can't
go live for the whole game.
Not the whole thing. His game's like 30 minutes.
But Zoe, you can't go live for that because everybody may not want their kid on.
That's true.
Video.
Okay. Yeah, that's true.
You have to be careful with that. Zoe's made her tired. I told you.
I'm sorry.
Zoe's yawning, done put everybody to sleep.
Good night, Miss Martha.
All right, wrap up, Zoe.
Yeah, I'm going to bed. I'm going to get a shower, and I'm going to bed because I worked hard today. Miss Sue, I'll have to look and see.
He probably will there close by. It won't be that Saturday.
No, he won't have games on Saturday, so I'll have to look.
She's staying several days.
Yeah.
Interview Rhett for all his fans.
Yes.
All his fans.
All right. We will see y'all on Sunday. Right?
Well, video on Friday.
Yes.
And then live on Sunday.
All right. Bye, guys.